It's that time again, the best ERLC photoshops that I could find on the PLC Discord, and yeah, I just realized my hoodie here kind of matches the color of my Bugatti. Kind of cool. So first off here, we've got this private server staff stuff. Essentially, it's a new private server console that will give staff access to new commands, new permissions, this sort of stuff. So as you can see, on the UI, it comes up with home, server, management, settings, commands, advanced, custom. And basically what you'd be able to do, you'd be able to track players. I kind of do like this, some other admin consoles have this. Give tools. I think that would be nice. It could be abused, but in certain situations that could be really helpful. And as you can see on here, we have the server, so I'm guessing how many players there are, player names, that sort of stuff. You can edit the server settings, and it's a lot more laid out and easier to access, so I do like that. Now, we've got yet another video from Federal. They appear in nearly every of my Photoshop series, but let's give this a watch here. So this is a new phone coming to the game, or, well, it's been Photoshopped in and edited in with the power of editing magic. And as you can see here, they've done a really good job. And look, there we are down there, and there's one of my mods. Hello there. So first of all, I'd like to pause this. I really do like this. The blue and red for the SOS. And then we got the DOT. I think SOS maybe should be called like 911 or something like that. But apart from that, that's really nice. If any of you have seen the dynamic island on the new iPhones, I really do like the animations. Like all of these animations are made by hand. And no way you just try to call yourself. Really nice though. Like the animations on this all are incredible. Even just look at that slide. That is so satisfying. Very well done. So over here, this is a Liberty County volunteer station. Now, whoever drew this did an amazing job here. I found this post from Washington Giga Chad. If you did draw this, congratulations to you. If someone else drew this, I do apologize for not finding the original post. But as you can see, so this is by the highway. Yeah, this is by the highway near the lakes. The lake's just behind there. And this is basically a volunteer station. I really like the design of the building. It looks really good. It's small, but it does its job. It serves its purpose. Definitely like to see something like this coming to the game, whether it's part of a team or if it's just a building there that we can role play in private servers. Either way would work. Detailed pump system. So just a quick shout out to one of my previous photoshops by myself. Look at this amazing stuff. Yeah, 99 likes on this one. I kind of do like this suggestion, just revisiting it again for the sake of doing so. Basically being able to change the pumps. This would probably be pretty complicated because then you need to like check which hose is linked up to which pump, but I'd say it would be really cool for realism. Whether they're going to add it or not entirely sure, but it would be cool. A tiny dirt racetrack near the farm areas. Here's an example of my hometown one. So as you can see, we've got like a dirt track. In game, this would probably fit best up here. We've got a ton of land space here, I guess you could say. Pretty much nearly the size of the city over here available. Everywhere else is pretty busy. So yeah, I'd say over here would be cool because you could come off the highway over here and then have like a track. If you leveled down this terrain a bit, you'd have a track around here. That would be really cool. Yeah, nice development work. So this is staff only liveries. So essentially a little checkbox underneath the livery color on when you're uploading liveries to enable it for staff only. This would be good, especially in public servers, or if you have a public private server, then you can limit your moderator cards to people who have the moderator rank. And I think that'd be a really good feature. That's kind of the best example I could probably think of that this would be useful. In like whitelisted private servers, I don't really see a problem. But yeah, definitely public private servers. If you have a mod car, you can tick this, and then only people with the moderator plus rank can use that. I definitely think that's a really good feature. So someone here actually photoshopped out the building in the city. Nice work. Good job there. So anyways, this is the hotel found in River City. Rent a room for a certain amount of money and a limited stay. It'll work like the old house renting system did. And as you can see, River City Hotel. Earlier today, I actually jokingly photoshopped in a room on one of these. Now, it wasn't very impressive, but, you know, you get the idea. It would be a lovely view. You've got these corner rooms here, which would be a spectacular view over the parking lot, but you know, in the distance you can see the river, you can see the park, so that would be really nice. And then I think this is a perfect building for it, to be fair. Bin over here would be a lifesaver for staff. Ah, yes, in the corner there, it would be very, very helpful if we could just get a small bin. Like, just a small bin in the corner there. If staff pick something up wrong, you know, they can put it over there. Would be very, very helpful. Another one relating to kind of like a staff system, allowing server owners to lock uniforms to rank. So maybe like a staff uniform, or in this case an FBI uniform, you can rank it to detective or recruit. This could be useful. I'm not entirely sure where this would be 100% used, but it is a nice feature that could be implemented. Look at this, so another one by Washingtonian GigaChad. And this is a 1986 Ford LTD Crown Victoria. You can see here we've got a classic ERLC sort of place in. They've very nicely photoshopped these vehicles into the game. So you can see here we've got the patrol officer. We also got a different light bar pattern. I think I talked about this in my last video. Kind of a classic light bar option, which would fit perfectly on a vehicle like this. And then we've got the sheriff deputy version over here as well. Definitely would like to see an array of older vehicles, and I do believe, if I remember correctly, Miss Fergie did confirm that they would be adding older vehicles, or a fleet of older vehicles at some point, which would be perfect for classic role plays, or just, you know, doing some role plays from back in the past. So make the mobile command truck useful by adding ammo refills, weapon change, etc. and possibly a spawn point. So I think the spawn point would be a bit crazy. Imagine if all the police spawned at once. I think that could get a bit over the top, but definitely ammo refills and weapon changing. You can almost have an inventory slot that's for anyone on the team to change their inventory, change their weapons, and even get some ammo refills inside there, because that's kind of what it's for. Well, for the game at least, that would definitely be a good perk to add to this vehicle. Over here we've got this 6-seater ambulance, so basically able to fit more people in the ambulance. I know the cab fits 2 people, and I think you can fit 2 paramedics in the back. I'm not sure where you'd get the other 2 people sitting, but if that is a reality, then I would be happy to see 2 more seats being added onto the ambulance so you can fit more paramedics or patients in the back. Add a new civilian spawn in Springfield in the parking lot, and before you spawn in, there'll be a menu asking you where you want to spawn. So sort of like Jailbreak, there are different spawn points around the map, and basically spreading everyone around the map a bit. So over here we have a car spawner. You spawn over here, we have a separate car spawner, and then they go away, and it could actually make the map a bit varied, because at the moment everyone's clustered around River City, because that's where everyone spawns, that's where a lot of the robberies are and police. Everyone's kind of stays in that one area, but if we had people spawning over here, that could kind of fill up the map a bit more. Better corners for right turns. So in the city in Springfield, we've got corners and intersections, and it's a bit hard to turn. I do agree with this one, actually. Even making them a bit more curved, and we do see this a lot in River City. But adding them on these roads, I think it would be a pretty easy fix. You may need to change these decals slightly, but it would definitely help out with taking a right turn, because as you can see here, you kind of either have to go wide and clip into this lane, or you go too shallow and nearly clip the stop sign. So add, and then pretty self-explanatory, bus stops. So basically on the minimap in game, hold on, when did they add this? When did they add this? Okay, I didn't even realize this was an addition in game, bus stops. They did add this. Okay. Yeah, when did they add that? If anyone could let me know when they did add that, but oh, that's pretty cool. I did not realize they added bus stops. Oh, that's quite neat, actually. That's quite neat. Now I look at this, we need a bus stop at the bottom of High Rock Park, maybe, and also over here by these houses, and maybe this lake. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I didn't even realize that was a feature. Another Christmas suggestion, which is good to see. So when Christmas is coming back, bring the pumpkin patch, but Christmas theme. Wow, you did actually a good job cutting out all the Halloween theme. But anyways, so here in the Halloween update, there was a pile of pumpkins, and replacing that with a Christmas tree, essentially. I'd definitely like to see a Christmas tree return in River City, though. So we can have one here and in River City. I'd be happy with that. And then over here, Christmas gift shop. Actually, I kind of do like this idea, because it's spread out a lot more, and I remember asking for something like this in 2021, but back then there wasn't really much space to have a whole Santa's grotto and kind of Christmas themed park, but definitely, we've now got space on the map. Undercover Chevy Express. Yes, I do agree. It would be super cool. We could upload our own liveries of like a plumbing van or delivery van, and then kind of do stakeouts in them. And being able to remove the light bar from the top would be amazing because, you know, if you're sitting in a stakeout van with a light bar on top, pretty obvious that you're a police officer. So definitely like to see this. NPC update. The chance of this actually happening is pretty low due to lag, which is fair enough. Possible idea of NPC customers. So sort of like Bloxburg has, you have NPC customers walking in and out, and that's how you serve people. But as you can see in NPC options, spawns in NPC characters and NPC traffic, turn on and turn off. Now, I do like this. It would be pretty funny if someone had it on and someone had it off and you just saw a player drive through AI cars. But if there was a way of doing this that wouldn't lag the server and wouldn't look really strange with people kind of driving in and out of other AI, I'd definitely like to see AI to the game. It's just a matter of optimizing it as well as, you know, making sure the servers don't crash. Over here, we kind of had this suggestion earlier, but basically default, mod plus, admin plus, co-owner, and owner. So essentially, you know, owners can have their own livery, co-owners can, admins, mods, etc. So sort of like the suggestion we had earlier, but this one has a bit more detail, as in you can customize the specific rank. Add the Ford Transit, Chevy Express, Freightliner, and F350 to FD teams. So we've got some more ambulances that we'd like to see. Really nice drawings to these, especially this one. I didn't even realize that was a van with, yeah, that is really nice. Definitely like to see some more ambulances. We've got 2 in the game at the moment, so a third wouldn't hurt too much. So emergency services, equipment and locker compartments for law enforcement, RCFR and DOT vehicles, so you can access a locker here and access equipment here. And then the ability to access your teammates' vehicle compartments. Definitely agree with this one, because let's say you partnered up with someone else, they brought their ambulance, and then you get to the scene, you realize you forgot something. Well, you have to run back or something like that. It's quite hard. And a mini-map. All emergency services can see each other on the map. So you can see here we have firefighters, green. What would green be, to be fair? Oh, Bank of River City employees are green, so law enforcement can keep track of them. Clever, clever. And then I'm guessing that's DOT, this is sheriffs, and that's police. And then you can see they've got a mini escort lined up here. So over here, this is a turning lane, how to easily enter the gas station. And yeah, at the moment, what you really need to do to legally enter the gas station, you need to go down this road here, and then you turn in here. So you kind of turn here, but I guess that's a good point actually, because to get into the car wash, you actually need to be on this side of the road, because I don't think you're legally allowed to U-turn here and then turn in there. So an addition to this would be nice, and then you can turn in either here or go to the car wash, because the car wash technically is only accessible if you're going down this, so you'd have to go through the tunnel, U-turn somewhere. Yeah, we've got a hand radio for law enforcement here. Nice avatar. So basically how it would work, it would be a roleplay tool on the public servers default. They could equip it from the lockers. On private servers, they could set it to roleplay mode if they have the roleplay private server pack. This would basically remove the radio UI. Okay, so you have to actually hold it out for a bit of realism. The only problem I see with this is if you're in a gunfight, or you've kind of got a tool in your hands already, then it could cause an issue. But I like how you color the screen blue as well to represent law enforcement. But yeah, maybe if you could put it on your avatar as a 3D item, that would be a neat idea. Well, weapon customization, we do get these a lot, but you know, something I think a lot of people would like to see. So adding silencer, EO tech sight, red laser, and a flashlight. You can see they've got the flashlight equipped in the game, which is on the M4A1 in game at the moment. You know, it would be nice to see some sort of customization, whether they do it fully fledged, you know, customize every part of the gun, or just adding on a flashlight or a laser. Something like that would be neat. So we've got billboard editing. So go up the billboard, click the text, and owners can go over and edit the text and then insert the asset ID and basically upload their own, which is kind of what this billboard is here. As you can see, there's an image on the billboard there, and you can see it's kind of, I think that's a news, yeah, it's the news, I don't know what you call it, the news feed, I guess, is showing on the billboard. So it would be nice. I don't think they're adding that for the moment, mainly because it's Roblox ads, so it's the part the ads are being shown on is controlled by Roblox. However, if everyone doesn't really like that, the developers said they could remove it, or we convince the developers to keep it, but allow us to upload our own decals on it. Risk, who's one of the PLC contributors, just sent me this image as I was recording this video. So very nice Photoshop there with the new billboards in game, and shaders make it look really good. So nice job, and cutting out each of these single leaves. Fix the arbor lane intersection, yes. Oh my goodness me, it's a complicated intersection, to be fair. Something like this is kind of, yeah, this is pretty much exactly what we have, to be fair. So you can see they've kind of solved it by adding these floating points, I guess you could call them, in the middle of the road, and then there's less traffic going through the middle. Yeah, that's kind of what we have at the moment, but a bit more compacted due to the area that it's in. But yeah, it's a weird intersection we've got in ERLC. So anyhow, that will conclude today's photoshopping, I guess you could say semi-winter, because I'm definitely going to be doing one over this December, because I've started to see some really cool winter photoshops pop up, but I'll definitely be doing another one near the end of December. But thank you very much for watching this Photoshop video for October, November sort of time. Amazing designs, and thank you to everyone who actually put something in the PLC Discord and I found it. If I didn't find your suggestion, I do apologize. I tried to look through them as often as possible to find all the suggestions possible, but I may have just missed it. So thank you to all of those creators who created some amazing Photoshops, and I'd definitely like to see some of those implemented in the future of ERLC. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.